This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
And it's time now for our first look at sports. We say good evening to Sean Green.
Well, thank you very much, Lisa. Well, we're going to start with some netball news. Barbados have now lost 3 in a row at the Netball World Cup in Liverpool, England. Now, the world #1 team, Australia, crushed the Beijing Gems by 69 goals in their Group F encounter this morning. The Aussie Diamonds led 22-5, 46-7, 55-10 before closing out the contest at 91-22.
Blown through for that intercept. Shaking it off. Tip it up the top. Throw in. Barbados.
Azor Brusso, better from her. Real competitor. But talking of competitor.
Work from Price there. Getting it back for her teammates. To Thwaites over the top to tip it. And that's what we love seeing here from the Aussies. Having to go from the back line there. And Bruce again! How does she even get there? Over from court 2. Saw the ball coming, ran through, got the intercept down to Caitlin Thwaites. And the Aussies are looking crash hot today. Oh, she was so close to that one. Still put her player off, but then Bradley through with the next intercept, and that's all you do. She might not have got that one, but then Brownlee came through to get the intercept behind her. Such great teamwork. And so good to see this combination solidifying. Through to Caitlin Thwaites, slotting another one for her 50th, and still shooting at 100%. Oh! Slots it through!
Good landing from Thomas. She's had her eye and she'll try and pop that through, but defensively
so
again. Who wants that one?
Intercept.
Quick
Going
hands.
long. Down to Tippett. Can they get the last goal?
No, that one doesn't count, but still she smiles as she might. The Aussie Diamonds then giving Lisa Alexander a win. A win was expected, 91-22, perhaps not the margin of it, but what they've done is go up against the Barbados team, improved on the last World Cup.
And the Gens who have not qualified for the next round will next play Zimbabwe tomorrow. Well, in news of basketball, Captain Raheem Gibbons led the Burger King Clapham Bulls to a 4-point win to clinch the decisive 5th game of the Cooperators General Insurance BABA Premier League final series. Now, with the series tied at 2-all, Birds would break the deadlock last night at the BCC gym to win their first title in 13 seasons. Here's how it went down. This is the big series decider between two top teams. Raheem Gibbons gets off his jumper with pinpoint accuracy for the Bulls. This is early in the second half. Joel Hunt driving hard in the paint and getting it to stick. He had 13 in the game. But no one was as busy as Gibbons on the night. He was on fire. That's another 2 of his game-high 21. Andrew Eiffel driving in, but then this happened, and we're going the other way. No problems for Corey Howard. His only 2 points in the game, but 2 good ones. Eiffel got his revenge though. Just look at him go through the Cavs defense like Moses through the Red Sea and getting the foul. And here is Akeem Marsh getting on the action, collecting a couple of points. He had 15 in the game. Eiffel again just allowed to do this and cruise through the defense with ease. He had 11. And after Bulls led 39-31 at halftime, that had Cavs all fired up. Darren Hunt, Euro step coming through, 2 of his 14. Stefan Otley, number 4 at the door, finds Hunt, who lays up for 2 for the Cavs. But it was truly Gibbons' night, threading through these guys on his way to the bank. Joel Hunt and Saeed Norville cooked up a plan, and it worked to perfection. Norville had 6 in the game. Scores all tied up at 61 in the dying minutes, and things were very tense. Number 8 at the gate, Eiffel, with an important 2 to put the Bulls ahead. But Gibbons could not be kept out of scoring. That jumper was the final scoring shot of the match as the Bulls went on to win 65-61. And after the game, CBC's Mark Seal spoke to the head coach of the Bulls, Ryan Leacock, who said that this victory was long in coming.
Yeah, it's been a very long road. I think it was 16 years or 30 years ago when we last won the championship. And it's great to be on top again, that's for certain.
Tell me about the road back, though. I know you all had a lot of struggles and all that sort of. Tell me about the road back.
Yes, last year we had a very difficult season. We finished close to the bottom of the table, but the guys remain confident, and we were fortunate we added 5 new players this season, obviously led by Akeem Marsh, and obviously that was critical in our turnaround.
And that player, Marsh, who formerly played for the St. John Sonics, says he's now found a new home.
You're a Lodge man, a St. John man, a St. John Sonics man. Have you found a home in Clapham?
Yes, definitely. Friends from a long time. I got friends that were there from the time I was in primary school, like family, so like it's like home to me.
What about you personally? What's next?
I don't know, I'm feeling old age now, so I actually was considering retiring after this season, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Championship feels good.
9 Barbadians have qualified for the semi-finals of the various categories. The 2019 Junior Caribbean Area Squash Association Championships. Now that's being played in Trinidad and Tobago. Now leading the way on day 1 were Barbados' top-ranked under-19 girls player Megan Best, the number 1 under-19 boy Kamal Kamabach, and the top seed in the girls under-15 Sumi Rasulman. Now the other Bajan squash players that are advancing include Noah Clark in the boys under-11, Ebony Atherley in the girls under-13, Aiden Paris in the boys under-15, Darian Ben in the boys under-17, and joining Megan Best in the girls under-19 are Jodie Smith-Padmore and her sister Jada. In cricket news, the Cricket World Cup 2019 final between England and New Zealand has been described as epic. A tied match followed by a tidy super over and lots of controversial talking points. Now, CBC's Damien Best takes a look back at the sport's biggest showpiece event.
If ever there was a fairy tale ending to a story, look no further than England's World Cup triumph over New Zealand on home soil. Tipped as tournament favourites, England weathered the storm to reach the final at Lord's. Going through the defending champions Australia in the semi-finals was no mean feat, but they made it look easy with everyone sticking to the game plans. The same can be said for their opponents New Zealand, who slayed the juggernauts India, a team many had penciled in to lift the trophy. On paper, both teams looked balanced in the final. The Black Caps with their disciplined bowling and gritty batting, England with their lethal combinations of pace and a long batting lineup. However, what transpired in the final overs of that match proved that England were destined to win it. It had to be written somewhere in the universe. History had also shown that the last 2 World Cups were won by home teams, 2011 by India and 2015 by Australia. Man of the match Ben Stokes can count his lucky stars.
Slower ball. Now then, it's Trent Bolt again. Is this it? Is this it? Oh, he's thrown it, he got it! He's got it!
Then with England needing 9 runs from the final 3 balls, Stokes was sprinting to complete a second run. He dived desperately for safety. The ball struck his bat and was consequently redirected towards the boundary. It impacted the equation immensely, to the extent that the contest stretched to the super over, and we all know what happened afterwards.
Keeper's in. He's got it! England have won the World Cup by the barest of margins!
Then another twist. Former international umpire Simon Toffel. He claims the umpires made an error, awarded England an extra run, and kept Stokes on strike. If the error was spotted, Toffel says England would have needed 4 off the last 2 balls, and Adil Rashid would have been on strike instead of Stokes. Now that aside, the game was still wide open in the super over, and it was left to Barbadian-born Jofra Archer to defend 15 runs, and he delivered.
They've got to go
New Zealand also finishing on the same score, but England won on boundary count for the match, 26-17. Drama on a Super Sunday in sports.
To me and to the team and everybody who's been involved over the last 4 years, it means absolutely everything. And the planning, the hard work, the dedication, the commitment, and the little bit of luck today really did get us over the line.
Kudos must be paid to Kane Williamson, who scored 578 runs, the most by any captain in an edition of the ODI World Cup, eclipsing Mahela Jayawardena's record of 548.
There's a lot of disappointment, I suppose. The guys are really feeling it, and I think it's probably more down to some of the uncontrollables that go on, where they put in such a huge amount of effort. And we know in this game it can be fickle in its nature, and there are parts that, as hard as you try, sometimes those cards don't fall your way.
All in all, it was a World Cup of fine margins for the top 4 teams in the world, and a hard lesson for many others.